had a stock going from $1 to $3, and then pretty much at 9:30 starts selling off. And you can see that most of the time the stock, when it moved from 7 o'clock in the morning till about 9:30, it was above VWAP. What we're looking for, the VWAP bounce strategies to pretty much come back down to VWAP and then continue on back up. That is a very simple pattern. I call it a VWAP bounce after 9:30. So this is how I use VWAP. VWAP reclaim. Moving on to the last part of the section, we have here wedges. I use wedges a lot. This is part of my intraday price action, the intraday prices. Wedges they're pretty much 3 times of wedges. You have the uptrend wedge, you have the sideways wedge, and you have the downtrend wedge. What we're looking for is a 3 times the charm breakout. In this situation, you had a stock pretty much going straight up to a resistance point, let's call it $5, and pretty much came back down, made a low, and then it came back down to 5, and then it came back down, made a higher low right here, and then you connect these lines as an uptrend. And then the moment that we break the $5 mark, I don't know, it's going to probably spike up to 7. This is an intraday pattern using the wedge pattern. We also have the sideways wedge. This is pretty much the majority of them are probably going to be the uptrend wedges. The intraday price, the intraday patterns are going to pretty much be the uptrend wedge. There's a little bit, some of them are sideways wedge, not too many, but some. And then the downtrend wedge, I do use it, but not a lot. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sideways wedge, like this, you have a stock pretty much coming back here, coming a low, a high, a low, and then pretty much a lower low and a lower high. And then it pretty much gets condensed into this wedge pattern formation, and then it breaks out. Then you have the downtrend wedge, pretty much goes, you have pretty much a stock going up, and then a low, and then a higher low, and then a higher high, higher low, and then finally it breaks the downtrend. These are intraday price action. VWAP, VWAP reclaim before 9:30, after 9:30, pretty much VWAP bounce after 9:30, and then I use a lot of wedges. So this is pretty much it. I also have a book in which I write every single day. This is very useful for you guys, for those people that are just starting out. In this situation, I pretty much I pretty much write my losing trade. What can I learn from this losing trade, and how can I improve the next day? Those are pretty much very important as a starting trader. I also have different sizing that I pretty much use. I pretty much use A size on all these setups. Actually, right here, the 52-week breakout, the daily breakout, the day 2, first green day bound, I use full A size. Right here, the 7 a.m. push, I use B size, and the wedges, I use between maybe B and an A size, depending on how I'm feeling. And they all have to fit my criteria. They have to fit my float, my news, my clean chart, and my volume liquidity that I have over here. All of them needs to be gapping at least 30%. I like them to be gapping at least 25%, so everybody sees them. And the profit that I'm looking for is 20 to 35% on each profit. This is pretty much, I go into detail of 15 hours of in detail, pretty much giving you my scanners that I have to find these tickers on the pre-market gap scanner, on the low volume pre-market scanner, and the high volume pre-market scanner, and the midday scanner. I have all these scanners and the midday gap scanner. Those are 5 different scanners that I scan on a continuous basis. As soon as these companies release news, I'll be quick on the keys to buy them and pretty much A size on them and make a huge, amazing profit out of them. Those are pretty much what I have for you guys. When the market is hot, you're gonna have so many plays. I also have 3 different strategies for shorting: the gap up short, the day 2 short, and the day 3 shorts. Those are really solid setups. And make sure you click the link below and join me each and every day while I'm live streaming and trading from 7 o'clock in the morning till probably 10:30 every single day. And I'm usually busy during the weekday. So right now, take advantage of this video and study up. I also recommend traders to watch multiple times my courses and and pretty much remember what I'm saying, because right now this intro is only half an hour, but there's little detail that you're not understanding. And as soon as you pretty much start studying and start practicing, you'll be able to react that much faster to the news, to the setup, to the size, and you'll be more comfortable doing it, and you'll be making more and more money and respecting rules. My A size is probably 30K. My B size is 10K. My C size is CK. Having rules to not overtrade and not over, see all these setups. These setups are, your bread and butter, how I make money every single day from the market. And I'll be able to, that's your key to success. These stocks, when they move, they can make poor people very, very, very rich. If you were able to study and you're patient, you have the scanners and you have the motivation, discipline, and drive, you will be able to achieve what 99% of traders will not. With these tools and with these setups, this is your bread and butter here. I don't know if you're trading anything that cannot be measured, you're pretty much gambling. That's pretty much. And there's another couple of things. You need to set up your account in which, if you lose 9 times in a row, you need to still have an account. Those are very simple rules that that will get you started. You can't just have 2K in your account and put it in one stock and then lose it all. You need to have those, pretty much those basics set up. And then one of my other important rules is like, take your average 10, 15 days of profit, and that is how much you should be giving your daily goal or daily risk. Say I make 300, 500, 300, 200. Say in the past 15 days, I made an average of $250. That is my risk per day, and that is my target per day. If you do this consistently, you will be profitable and you will survive hot and cold period, and you will prosper during hot market cycles. So remember, take your average for the past 15 days of profit, and that's your daily goal. That's your daily loss.